This is a very simple alteration. A client came to me and he bought this shirt and said that it was really annoying because the collar was too high. So it's like the old, granny collar. So what I'm going to do is just show you how to make that smaller without too much difficulty. I've already unpicked some of this because I started to do it and then I realised, oh, maybe that was something that you guys would like to know about. The first thing that I did was, when you have a collar, usually you'll find, for example, see how it's attached on one side, usually, and then that's folded over and stitched down. So I've unpicked the side that folds out, obviously not the side that's attached. There's no point, you don't need to do that. And the other thing is that it was top stitched around the edge here. So I've unpicked that as well, so that I can then turn it back on itself. So what I'm going to do is just mark around here. Now, because of this buttonhole, it's going to be very, very difficult to change this section here at all. In fact, I'm not going to. I'm going to just start from about here and come around, okay, because otherwise it's just too difficult. I can bring a little bit of that collar out by using tweezers. So I can grab hold of some of it and drag it out. But that's as much as I'll take. So basically the measurement there is, from the seam, is 1 1/4, and this is 1 1/2. 1 1/4 is probably still a little bit too big for him, so I'll make it 1 1/8. Means that it'll come down a little bit around the rest of it, but so we'll just measure 1 1/8 from there. I might even make it a little bit less as I sew it. Now where I started here, I just need to have a look. I'm going to start, it's 1 1/4. So if I make it right at the end of that buttonhole there, which is 1 1/4, bring that out again. That means that when I get round here, this needs to stop at 1 1/4 there. So I need to stop about there. So this is 1 1/8, 1 1/8, 1 1/8, and 1 1/8. So now what we'll do is just pin that. I think I'm going to have to change it a little bit here. Obviously that's too much to dip down like that, so I'm going to bring that up by that much, because I can see that line would be better to run through there like that, and I'll make the change on the other side. I mean, you're winging it when you're doing something like this, but it's more the process. You know that you can unpick one side of the collar only. You don't have to take the collar off, unless of course it's top stitched on, which it could be. And when we come to here, we'll do that same thing. We'll just bring that up a little bit to about there, so that it'll go through there like that to there, and that should be okay. And we'll start there. And that's what it looks like. So I've stitched the collar, Now what I'll do is just trim it. Generally when you have a curve on a collar, or on anything really, you should clip it. So I'm going to do that even though it wasn't clipped before. So I just give it a few clips where the curve is, right here. Now I'll just press that back and then I'll stitch the collar down, and the last thing I'll do is the top stitching around the edge. So I've top stitched it down all around the edge there, okay, and now what we'll do is I'll just top stitch around the top and it's finished. And his collar's gone from being quite big to being manageable for him. So there's the finished collar, and you can see that it's a lot smaller than what it was before. And the whole point to this is that you don't have to take a collar off to make it smaller. You've just got to pick one side, unless of course it's top stitched on completely, but you should be able to just do it that way, and it doesn't take very long to do it all. Happy altering!